In this video, I'll demonstrate how to verify or reconfigure the modem that AlarmTraq uses for RAS and PPP connections in order to connect to AVAYA S-Series servers. When AlarmTraq first is installed, it sets port 1, the modem attached to port 1 I should say, to be the default RAS-PPP connection port. In order to verify that or change that, we can go to the system-wide options and we'll go over to the miscellaneous tab. We'll see right here it says port used for IP connections. Now in most cases you'll have more than one modem and you may want to change the modem that's used for the RAS-PPP connections. So in this case we're going to use the AlarmTraq port number 6. And just to go over and take a look, I'm going to click on my ports 5 through 8. I'm going to notice that my port number 6 is connected to the modem using COM11. I'm going to remember that because I'm going to need to know that in just a minute when we set up the Windows dial-up networking. So I'll go ahead and click OK. And I get a little warning here telling me to make sure the Windows dial-up networking applet named AlarmTraq is configured to use the modem attached to COM11. I'll click OK. Now in this case I'm using Windows Server 2008, and the best way to get to the dial-up networking applet is I'm going to go to the Connect to menu, and I see I have a dial-up networking connection named AlarmTraq in there already. That was created by AlarmTraq the first time it attempted to dial a RAS-PPP connection. If that applet does not exist, you may need to manually create it, depending on the permissions that were used when you installed AlarmTraq. So I'll go ahead and click on AlarmTraq, and I'll go to Properties. And under my Connect Using, I'm going to have to make sure that I'm using the modem attached to COM11. So I see right here, by default, Windows assigns it to the first modem installed. In this case, it was COM1. So I'm going to unselect it from COM1, and I'm going to find the modem using COM port 11, and I'm going to select that. I'm just going to very briefly make sure that no other modems are tagged. We only want to tag one modem. In this case, it is the modem attached to COM11. I'm going to leave all the other settings as they are. Under Options, Display Progress, that's fine. Prompt for phone number, that's fine. My Security tab, the Run Script. Don't worry if this is empty on yours, as long as the Run Script is there. And I'll click OK. I'll just cancel out of it because I just wanted to change the settings. Now I'll go ahead and verify that this works. So I'm going to go to Edit Site Profiles, and I'm going to find an S-Series server that we know has already been populated and has been tested once or twice already. In this case we'll select this site. It's an S8720. Make sure my connection info is correct. I'm configured for a RAS-PPP connection. I'm either using SSH or not, that's up to you. I have a valid login and password, a telephone number, the RAS-PPP username and password, and my connection settings are okay. So I obviously have the test command that's correct, test inets. I'll go ahead and click Test Now. And I see our modem on port 6 has gone off hook. I'll go ahead and click on the port 6 label just to bring up the terminal window, and we can see that it's dialing the number for this particular site using the correct port. So we'll wait for the system to answer. And there it answered. It's authenticating, and I can tell already we've made a good connection. We're now authenticated with the switch, and the command's already been sent. So we know our RAS-PPP connection now works on port 6. And again, just as a quick overview, we're just going to verify that the port under System-Wide Options on the Miscellaneous tab, the AlarmTraq port number, in this case port 6, is going to be used for our RAS connections. And I'll just go over to port 6, verify that it's the COM port, and then just verify that the dial-up networking applet under Windows is set up to use the modem connected to COM 11.